It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Thursday, April 27, 2023. Number 1. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts turned down an invitation to testify before Congress following a series of reports about the questionable ethical actions of members of the High Court, including actions by Justice Clarence Thomas and Justice Neil Gorsuch. Committee Chair Senator Richard Durbin announced the hearing will take place with or without the Chief Justice. Senator Durbin announced plans to hold a hearing May 2nd to examine what he called common sense proposals to hold Supreme Court justices to the same ethical standards as the rest of the federal judiciary. Number 2, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said he and Chinese leader Xi Jinping had a long and meaningful phone conversation Wednesday, their first known contact since Russia invaded Ukraine more than a year ago. It comes 2 months after Beijing, which has long been aligned with Russia, said it wanted to act as a mediator in the conflict, and after Xi visited Moscow last month. In China, the phone call was reported by state media, with China Central Television saying Beijing intends to send an envoy to Kyiv to discuss a political settlement for the war. Number 3, oral cancer, also called mouth cancer, can affect the lips, gums, roof, or floor of the mouth, gums, or tongue. There are many types, but early detection is key to improving survival rates, especially in Black men who are at the highest risk of developing oral cancers. April, did you know, is Oral Cancer Awareness Month. So go to the What You Need to Know newsletter to take a closer look at various mouth cancers and how it affects ethnic groups like African Americans. Number 4, students, alumni, and members of Yale University's Divinity School have been pushing for decades to grant a degree for the school's first 2 Black students. April 24th, University President Peter Salovey has announced the Board of Trustees voted to issue Reverend James W.C. Pennington and Reverend Alexander Crummell posthumous honorary master's degrees. Pennington and Crummell studied theology at the Ivy League school during the 1830s and 1840s, respectively, but were denied various privileges of their white counterparts, including participation in class discussions, borrowing books from the library, and they weren't allowed to receive their degree. Number 5, Georgia is creating a $750,000 grant program to support mental health programs for military service members, veterans, and their families through a law signed by Governor Brian Kemp. Kemp told a group of lawmakers and veterans the effort is modeled after the Cohen Family Clinic, which provides free services to veterans and their families with issues related to post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and anxiety. To win a grant, an applicant must demonstrate that it uses evidence-based practices, trains staff members to understand the military, and connects clients to other mental health services upon discharge. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Remaining calm is the best antidote to stress and anxiety. I'm calm. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, as mental wellness contributor Aprilette Russell and I discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the American Heart Association and